What's up, guys? It's Devin. I have a mail day recap video. I stacked up a few packages throughout the holidays and shortly after, and just figured it'd be fun to put it all together and showcase one video. Unfortunately, I took everything out because I wanted to kind of erase the time frame of me taking everything out of each individual package and going through that process. So these are all the cards and the items that I'd gotten in the mail over the last month that I kind of just had stacked up, and I figured it'd be fun to just put everything together and showcase everything I got. It was a little bit of different things. Some of the stuff I bought just as singles, some of the stuff I bought as little lots. One of them was a grading submission. So a little bit of everything involved in here. Everybody always asks for what I paid and what I value, so I'll just do a flat across the board this entire mail day. I paid $6,295 for everything that is in front of you, which is 8 cards in this stack, another 10 cards here, and then 10 tickets here. So a total of 28 items. $6,295 was the total paid. The total current market value is $10,660. Now that's typically, it's on the low side, typical compared to what I pay, especially for some of these better, more valuable items. I did get a huge value boost from the 10 tickets, and I will show that. That's a big reason why there would be a discrepancy on percentage-wise. I typically pay, and you have to pay a lot stronger for the majority of items that I have in here. So $6,295 was what I said I paid. $10,660 is current value. That would make it 59%. There would be no way I could obtain more than half these items at 59%. But like I said, the big value boost is the tickets. So we'll go over this stack first. This is just a lot of singles, stuff that had come in either, 1 or 2 at a time or 1 at a time. And they will be sold as such, as singles. So first up, you got a 1997 Fleer Ultra Michael Jordan Ultra Abilities Superstar. So there's 3 different levels of the Ultra Ability. I want to say Starter, All-Star, and Superstar. Were the 3 Superstars the most difficult to pull, and it is a die cut. It's a 20-card set. 1 in 288 pack odds, so it's 1 in every 12 boxes. And there's a 20-player checklist. So it's 1 in 5,760 packs are the pack odds to pull this specific MJ. Less than 100 copies have gone through PSA's database to be graded. So this is a PSA 8. Huge price difference between PSA 8s and PSA 9s. PSA 8 is valued around like $1,700. A PSA 9 jumps to $3K. And I want to say the last PSA 10 did a little over $21,000. So huge price difference on this MJ if you can get, an 8, 9, or 10 compared to some of the lower grades. But that was definitely a cool one. I did not pay 59% on this. I would never get the opportunity to buy that type of an MJ at 59%. Next up, 2003 Topps Chrome Scottie Pippen X-Fractor. Iconic year of Topps Chrome, being the rookie year of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh. Crazy rookie class, but very cool one. Scottie Pippen X-Fractor PSA 10. This is serial numbered out of 220. And I want to say this Scottie is a Pop 4 or 5 as a 10. 2018 Bowman's Best Shohei Ohtani Refractor PSA 10. This was part of a small lot. The next few cards were all kind of in the same lot together that I was able to purchase from a Facebook group. 92 Stadium Club Michael Jordan Beam Team members only, graded a 9. Very tough grade on a members only. And then you can tell by, it's kind of difficult to see, but right there is a little members only stamp. That's what indicates that it's a members only and not the base version, which I believe these were mailed out, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me there. I was never given one when I was younger, but I believe there was something of that where you were part of a subscription, and it got mailed to you, and it wasn't like a pack pulled card. Little vintage 1956 Topps Willie Mays Grayback SGC4. Relatively decently centered for an SGC4, which is pretty nice. 2018 Topps Heritage Chrome Shohei Ohtani Purple Refractor, graded a 10. These are non-serial numbered, but a parallel Shohei Ohtani rookie. And this type of stuff is, I don't know the pop off the top of my head, but it's definitely something that isn't available all too often. I think there's only less than 10 copies available on eBay, which is pretty low for an Ohtani rookie. And I want to say they're listed at like 1,100 plus, somewhere around there. 2023 Prism Monopoly Victor Wembanyama Dice as a PSA 10. So a Victor rookie. And then the last one from this stack, a 2018 Bowman's Best Shohei Ohtani 98 Best Performers. This is a rookie for Ohtani as a PSA 10. So that was all just like the singles. This was a little small collection / lot that had come in from the same seller. It was all 1985 Topps Garbage Pail Kids. So the original set for Garbage Pail, and they were all graded by PSA. Variety of grades, but all from the same collection. Some of these are lower tier, so I'll be shipping them out to check out my cards. I couldn't be, sorry, I had something that popped up on my phone. Some of them will be shipping out to my ComC account, and some of them will be listed onto my eBay and into my card show showcases and things like that. So first one up, Busted Bob as a PSA 5. Again, they're all graded by PSA. You got a Nerdy Norm as an 8. You got a Boozin' Bruce as an 8. New Wave Dave as an 8. TV Stevie as an 8. Slobby Robbie as an 8. Mad Mike as a 9. Chard Chad as a 9. Shijo Fran as a 9. And then the most valuable one, which is definitely cool, a Nervous Rex as a 10, which I believe the pop for this one is under 100. So to get a PSA 10 on the original 85 Garbage Pail Kids set is pretty cool. So Nervous Rex as a 10. This will definitely be one that I either throw up on eBay or take to a card show with me. So that was that little small collection. And then this was the one that definitely had the biggest value gain, and the reason why there was a big disparity between what I paid and what this whole mail day is currently valued at. These are, it's the same ticket, all 10 of them, but this is the ticket from the game that Shohei Ohtani became the first player in MLB history to have a 50-50 season. 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases. And this was the game that he did it. He was playing at the Miami Marlins. He ended up having a crazy game. They won an obscene amount. And he also, I think, had like 10 or 11 RBIs. He had a crazy game himself. It was a multiple home run game. But I had somebody I had dealt with before said their dad was at the game, and they got a stack of tickets afterwards and asked if I was interested. They kept some for themselves to grade, and they wanted to make a little bit from the ones they had bought. So I paid a little bit more than what they had paid at the stadium and kind of took a gamble on myself, and I decided to send them all out to grading. And thankfully the person who sold them to me kept really good care of them. Bought card saver ones that were to fit tickets specifically so they wouldn't bend in shipping, and kept them in really good condition. And luckily they all got a PSA 10, so I ended up buying all these tickets raw, and then they all got a PSA 10, which I'll show you some of them, but they are all PSA 10s. It's actually kind of cool too, because it's 10 consecutive cert numbers on the PSA database also, which is kind of gnarly. If anybody ever wanted to take down, you know, the whole 10 all together themselves, that would be, you know, pretty nuts, because there would be 10 consecutive PSA 10s, which I feel like is kind of rare. It looks like they're grading on the decent side. It just all depends on how you stored them after you purchased them, it looks like. But that was where the biggest value gain and the biggest discrepancy between what I paid and what I valued them at. I think right now PSA 10s are trending anywhere between like 450 to 500 is what I was noticing the sales at. This is something for me that I'll probably sell 9 of them, and then I will keep one for myself. So I would have made money on the 9. I'll be into the 10th one completely free, and was still able to return my money and some on the other 9. And then I'll just hang on to one of these long term, probably forever, for the next 30, 40, 50 years, and just stash it away and look at it in a couple decades from now, because I think that's history. If anybody else does it, that'll be crazy, but obviously no one's done it up until that point, so maybe it becomes something that's regular, but I highly doubt it. So that was the biggest value increase. 10 tickets from Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 game, and they're all graded a PSA 10. So that was the mail day. Some stuff was a PSA return. Some of the stuff I had bought a collection or a small lot through Instagram. That was the Garbage Pail Kids. Other stuff was Facebook purchases for the singles, or maybe some small lots together. But a bunch of stuff that came in different packages. I thought it would be fun to put it all together. Again, if you care about, value and what I paid, total paid for everything on the screen was $6,295, and current market value is around $10,660. So that was my mail day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that and seeing some stuff that I had picked up and graded and the results of things. Thank you for watching. Everyone have a great day, and don't forget to smile. Later, guys.